Every time you walk into the room, got me feeling crazy. Shock my heart, boom, boom. Any other boy would stare, but me, I look away, cause you're making me scared. Trying not to breathe, 1, 2, 3.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Nur Madina and I'm from class A English Education University of Sulawesi Barat. In this video, I will do my mid test from my lecturer, Mr. Ridwan, to make a video presentation about grammar. So, let's see my video. On this occasion, I will explain the material about present perfect tense. This tense is one of the most commonly used in English, and it helps us describe actions that are connected to the present, even if they happen in the past. So, what is the present perfect? The present perfect is used in two main ways. First, to talk about something that happened in the past, but we don't say exactly when. The second, to talk about actions that started in the past and are still happening now. For example, I have eaten lunch. If I say I have eaten lunch, I don't tell you when I ate, but the important thing is, right now I'm not hungry anymore. Okay, let's look at how to make present perfect in a sentence. For a positive sentence, we use subject plus has or have plus past participle or verb 3. For example, she has finished her homework. For negative sentence, we use subject plus has or have plus not plus verb 3. For example, they have not arrived yet. And for interrogative sentence, just switch the order and use has or have plus subject plus verb 3. For example, have you seen that movie? Well, next, when to use present perfect. We use the present perfect tense in 4 common situations. For the first one is life experiences. This means things we have done at some point in our life, but we don't say when they happened, because the time is not important. For example, I have visited Bali. This means I've had the experience of going to Bali, but I'm not telling you when exactly. It could be last year or 5 years ago. The second is changes over time. We use the present perfect to show progress or change that has happened over a period of time. For example, my English has improved since last year. This means my English is better now than before, and the change happened over time. Next is actions continuing until now. This use is very common when we want to show something that began in the past and is still true now. Here, we often use the words for and since. The first one example is, I have lived in this city for 5 years. That means I moved here 5 years ago and I'm still living here now. Another example is, she has worked at that company since 2020. That means she started working in 2020 and she's still working there today. The last is recent actions with present results. Present perfect is also used for actions that happened recently and they still have an effect on the present moment. Here, we often use words like just, already, and yet in this sentence. For example, she has just gone out, they have already finished their homework, and have you done it yet? The next is time expressions in present perfect. Some common time expressions with present perfect there are just, already, yet, never, ever, for, and since. The first one is just. Use just when something happened a very short time ago. For example, I have just finished my homework. The second is already. Already used to say something happened sooner than expected. For example, they have already eaten dinner. The third is yet. Use in questions and negative sentences to talk about something that hasn't happened but we expect it. For example, have you finished your assignment yet? And I haven't seen that movie yet. The next is ever. Used to ask about life experience at any time in someone's life. For example, have you ever been to Japan? The next is never. The opposite of ever, it means not even one time in your life. For example, I have never ridden a horse. And the next is for. Used to express a period of time or duration. For example, I have known her for 10 years. It shows how long the action has continued. And the last is since. Used to revert to the starting point of the action. For example, he has lived here since 2015. These time expressions are very important in present perfect because they help us understand how the action is connected to now, even if we don't know exactly when it happened. To wrap it up, present perfect is very useful when we talk about the past in a way that connects to the present. Okay, that's all for me for the explanation about present perfect tense. Thank you so much for watching and see you next time.